been less emotional. This is the one thing I wanted: less emotional, more calculated. Like I wanted the neutrals can't have enjoyed this. You might have enjoyed the way Arsenal are playing, how we're moving the ball and that, but the neutrals have not enjoyed like what was it against Fulham and Bournemouth. Assuming we get a clean sheet, I wanted a clean sheet. I wanted 3 points. I wanted a professional performance, and I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen great attacking play. I've seen us again score from a set piece. I think Gabriel Saliba, lovely from Jesus here. Obviously, lovely to see Jesus fit and the trickery. I think Gabriel, Saliba, Partey, Ramsdale have done very well defensively. Zinchenko doing what he's doing. The same goes for Benjamin White. Someone sniped Fabio Vieira. Someone sniped him because it could have been 4. I don't know who shot Fabio Vieira there. I think it's them ones when it's a bit embarrassing. You have to style it. You have to style it. What happened to him? Don't quite know what happened to Fabio Vieira there. I hope it's nothing serious. Fulham Dons have given up, people. Haven't you seen someone on a cramp thing there as well while the game's going on? Hey, what? Who's beefing Arteta? Fair enough. Right, we got a free kick. I think we're fortunate to get a free kick there. I don't know about that one, ref. I'll take it because the refs owe us and that. But I don't know about that one. I didn't see it. I would know if I was a Fulham man, I'd be vexed. But listen, Fulham are doing great this season. You wouldn't get that based on this game. We've scored the goals. We take the points. Trossard was good. Odegaard was good. We played some good attacking moves on the transition. We've been great across all aspects, defensively and offensively. While we haven't had much to do defensively, in the second half, Ramsdale, big calls were demanded. Gabriel and Saliba did what they needed to do. So it's been good today, and we get the 3 points, and it's less emotional. I'm here for this. Obviously, Trossard probably my man of the match. Can't look past him. Set piece hasn't quite come off for us, and that should be the end of the game, really, ref. 4 minutes are played, and that's that. The game's done. Clean sheet, game management, 3 points. Lovely football from everybody involved. You know, Fulham are a very good team. The table doesn't lie. I don't check the league table, but I know where Fulham are. Their European hopes have probably been dealt a huge blow today, but they're fantastic football inside with good potential. For us, we've had to turn up away from home, and as I was just alluding to, we've reacted. We've kept a clean sheet. We've been less emotional. We've managed the game. We've pressed well. We forced them into mistakes as well. We've scored some great goals. We probably could have had another. Odegaard could have scored. Trossard, probably unfortunate. Saka didn't even have his shooting boots on today. VAR did us dirty. There was a fantastic team move where Granit Xhaka probably could have done better. You know, shout out to Jesus, another positive off the bench. Probably a bit too greedy in that. I think Martinelli was very good today. Martinelli was very good today. I think Trossard's the man of the match. I think Partey, Ramsdale, Saliba, Gabriel were great. And if I haven't said their name, they can't be left out. It was a fantastic performance, a committed performance. Now we need to focus on sport in Lisbon. Very good football on display, a professional performance. Probably allowed, I don't want to say allowed, because naturally Fulham are 8th. They were going to fight back, but probably allowed Fulham a bit too much clear-cut chances in the second half more than the first. Pardon me, probably had to see Ramsdale work a bit too hard in the second half. But yeah, we defended well, better game management. We were less emotional. We scored the goals and put the game to bed early on in the first half, really. So it's lovely to see, especially Odegaard's goal that got the third, because it makes it, 2-0's a dangerous lead. Going into half-time, if you're Fulham, you're going to be gassing them. But we've gone out and done the job, and you can see what it means to the coaching staff, for the players that did not play, for the players that did play, for the fans. See Mikel Arteta, immediately hugging Trossard and stuff like that. I'm sure Trossard and Saka be unfortunate that he didn't score, but the collective comes first. Granit Xhaka, you had a great game as well. You should have scored. Why did you take a touch, lad? Shout out to Gabriel. Nice to score from a set piece again as well. So been a good day at the office for us Arsenal fans. It's been a good day, man. Who's going to complain? Really and truly. Let me know your thoughts, people. So, yeah, man. We now need to focus on Crystal Palace and Co, because Crystal Palace ain't got a win this year, despite the fact of at the time they were 12th. There's question marks over Crystal Palace and Patrick Vieira. They haven't had a shot on target in the last 3 games. We all know Crystal Palace away was one-way traffic, but that's a bogey team of ours. We've got Leeds fighting for their lives. We've got Crystal Palace trying to turn things around. I'm sure we've got Leeds, Crystal Palace. I'm sure Liverpool as well, who are fighting for top 4. There's no easy games, people, but we've reacted well after seeing, obviously, ironically, against Crystal Palace, Manchester City yesterday, innit? So we can only control the variables we can control. We attacked a lot better. We defended a lot better. And now we can savor today. But now next week, you know, we've got to deal with Crystal Palace at the end of the week. But before that, we've got to turn the second leg over, you know, against Sporting at home. And it's far from decided there. We need to defend a lot better in that. I think there's been somewhat a reaction after Mikel Arteta, you know, was quite critical on how we've been defending as well as a team, really, in the last few games. So, yeah, man. It's what you want to. It's simply put. It's essentially what you want to see. I'm sure myself and you lot are a lot happier people. Big up you lot as well, man. A lot of games to go. A lot of games to go, man. Listen, bringing in Jesus, bringing in Zinchenko have been curtain raisers. You know, Jesus probably was signing of the season up until a few weeks ago, months ago, whatever. Zinchenko has taken that mantelpiece for Arsenal fans. Trossard has shown, you know, the importance of continuing momentum. You know, again, him and Jorginho, you listen to Edu's comments when we signed them. He said it more so in Jorginho, but you can see why these guys are signed. You know, you go back to last season, we let players go. We didn't bring players in. We've been given a boost. Eddie Nketiah and Jesus have done their parts this season. They've been injured. Trossard has come in and done quite well. 3 assists today, fits the DNA. It shows what happens when you recruit well in the summer and in January and things like that, and able to take advantage of certain situations. And it shows why you can't, you know, experience can be overrated, but it can't be overstated. You're seeing what Jorginho and Trossard are bringing to the table. You're seeing what are more, well, experience is subjective, Zinchenko's experience, but you're seeing what our young players are doing. I think Martinelli had a very good game today, as did everybody, really. You know, the only things we could have done better today is probably scored a bit more. It could have been 4, 5, 6, and probably the second half was probably a bit too much of an even contest if you get into that. But we knew Fulham were going to hit back. I just think today was a professional job, and I think everybody was quality. Everybody did well, and it's a good day at the office, really and truly. Arteta has 100 wins. In charge of Arsenal, allegedly. That's great. Gabriel is very underrated, had a good game. And like you said here, see, job done, good recovery. Players absent in Europe got some good minutes, 3 points, we move. Again, yep. I prefer these games. We're getting to the player ratings in a sec. I mean, he can shout Gabriel your ish because Gabriel just taking 3 points. So they can do whatever. Exactly. It's about that clean sheets. I never had no reservations about Trossard personally, more so about Jorginho. But we did what we needed to do. And that's what it's about, man. You know, if a man proves you wrong, which is life, there's players in Arsenal who've done that to me. It is what it is. Trossard for me was always going to be a good signing because he fits what we wanted to do as a football team. It was clear for me that you could see he was going to cook at Arsenal. I'm not saying he'll ever be the first name on the team sheet, although in terms of current form, he probably is one of them now with his 4 assists. But it was clear to see what he could bring to the table with the link-up play of all the attackers in, whether he's playing as a false 9, whether he's peeling out to the right, whether he's peeling out to the left. I think Trossard at times has done some dodgy things defensively, but he actually puts in a shift defensively. He's got eyes in the back of his head. You know, he's experienced. You know, what you see is what you're kind of going to get. And I don't like to waffle about Premier League proven players, but it shows you what you can get when you get Premier League proven players. It was absolutely amazing today, as was everybody, really. Amazing today. So hail him up for that one. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you're hitting the like. If you're not following on Twitch, I can't imagine why not, people. And don't forget to subscribe with Amazon Prime. Tomorrow we'll be live at 11:30 as well. We'll get into the player ratings in just a sec, man. But it's nice as well. It's also nice to, if I haven't made it clear, Jesus back. Martinelli, Odegaard, Trossard cooked. Same DG. Most of the fan base, in my opinion, was okay with Trossard. It was another Chelsea agent I was afraid of. Glad to be proven wrong. Jury's still out on both the players generally, but Trossard's cool. And with Trossard, respectfully, I'm not saying he's going to be done anytime soon, but them kind of signings don't block the pathways of any players. Shout out to Odegaard. I would love to see him and Jesus together. And what I like about him is Trossard, as I said, what you see is what you're getting with Trossard. The rest are not the finished articles. Jesus is trying to define himself as a goal scorer. Martinelli's still discovering himself. Saka, Smith-Rowe, Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah, anyone I'm missing out. I'm not saying Trossard is not trying to discover himself and reinvent himself and all these things. But what you see is what we've seen with Trossard for years is what Trossard is now. You know he can fill in across all the 4 positions. You know if you give him space, you're in trouble. You know he can play in tight spaces. You know he is an antagonizing player to defend against. You know He manipulates his body well. He plays well in tight spaces. He's very good off the ball. I think he's one of the best takers of chances at our club, because it sounds dumb, but if it falls on his left foot, Trossard's going to take it. If the left foot is the right option, he's going to take it there. He makes snap decisions, and I think that's reflected in his assists. So got a lot of time for Trossard, really. Got a lot of time for Trossard, man. And it's for me with Trossard, it's like he looks once and he's looking down and he's delivering the ball. He knows exactly where Donnies are. And you're always going to cook with these players. And this is why I think we're getting balanced. We've got the young guys doing what they're doing. The experience historically, Jorginho, El Nene, Thomas Partey was effing superb today. Trossard, and all these other guys, they're needed. Again, I'm talking experience probably in terms of age, because you could say Jesus. Well, it's clear. Odegaard, Jesus, Zinchenko, probably even Bukayo Saka now. They all feel under the experience thing. So yeah, people, it's lovely to see. We've done our job really and truly. Happy lad. You know, when obviously I'm gonna watch this game again and do the tactical review. You know, I'm gonna get all them statistics. Nelson even looking good as well. Little cameo. And now there's good problems, because someone's got to miss out. If Eddie Nketiah is fit tomorrow, some attacking players got to miss out. Odegaard should be the future of Real Madrid. Well, you never know. He keeps developing. The man there might go back there. Partey was quality. Chill with the player ratings for a sec, people. We're going to get there. All wins away with a clean sheet against all London clubs, and there's more in this season than almost ever. Brentford, West Ham, Chelsea, Tottenham, Crystal Palace, and Fulham. Have we ain't played West Ham away yet, have we? We definitely ain't played them away from home yet. Good performance, man. As I said, it wasn't a boring game, but a boring game. Like, not the emotional ones. Pep, now, to be fair, Pep, as you see, Pep lets players go if they want to go. What I would say is City are probably not going to sell us some players now, because, you know, now you didn't rate us at first. That's why you're selling us these dons. But yeah, and it can be overrated, but it can't be overstated. Man of the match, I don't know, man. Someone said it earlier, DG for match of the day. I don't think I'll ever get that, but one love, man. One love for that. One love. Man United drop points. Liverpool, Man United drop points. It's about Spurs had to win sometime, innit? Southampton held out. We need a younger Thomas Partey to start easing in behind him. What an anchor. Yeah, and a number 8 as well. Good team performance, man. One-way traffic, but everybody did their job today. 340 likes. I'm dream chasing, but can we get to 400? Appreciative to everyone who's tuned in. Now, with that being said, what's the time on the clock? Let's just call it 50 past. Just so that now, all right, now we can do player ratings, people. Let me just Fulham 0-3 Arsenal player ratings. Now we can do up all of that sort of stuff, people. Timestamps. Now we can start getting into all of that, people. So yeah, in fact, let me make sure that the time's all right, because I might be capping to you. Look. Let's just, no, it's not actually.